Yes, you saw the title of this video correct. This is how you get a 10 times return on investment from ads. Now, more specifically, we're going to be talking about Facebook and Instagram ads, meta ads. But realistically, this applies to any sort of media buying platform. Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, if you want to run LinkedIn ads, YouTube, of course, Facebook and Instagram, and the king, Google. This applies to every single social media advertising platform. As for my time on this planet, I have helped build over 30 marketing campaigns for clients all over the world. Now that is through HG Media, which is my agency. We currently have over a dozen clients and we've been in business just over 18 months. We spent tens of thousands of dollars on advertising costs, but in return generated well over six figures. So we like to think we know what we're talking about when it comes to this. In this video, I'm going to break down how I visualize campaigns and really how I build them out to a point where I know it's going to be successful, where it has no other choice but to succeed. This is probably one of the most important things you need to do if you want to run profitable ads for your business. So without further ado, let's get into the video. If you see me looking this direction, this is me looking at the screen you're looking at. This is my monitor in my office. So in order to understand ads, let's just do a big ads here. You have to understand biology. Now this might sound crazy, you might think I'm an idiot for this, but you need to understand how variation works, and you need to understand how natural selection works. Now I'll get to this in just a moment. Running ads is like the following. Let's say your ad, let's say this. This is the algorithm. Algorithm. This is pretty much like nature. This is nature right here. The algorithm of whatever platform you're using, it could be Instagram, could be Facebook, could be TikTok, could be Pinterest, could be LinkedIn, could be YouTube. The algorithm is like nature. And all of your ads that you're going to run, and you are running, if you're running, are like this. They're all organisms in nature, in the ecosystem, if you will. What's the ecosystem? The algorithm. And where's the algorithm? On whatever platform you're using. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Can't stress it enough. So all of these ads right here are organisms in nature, in the algorithm. Imagine your algorithm is like a forest. You have to be fit for survival. Your ads, rather, have to be fit for survival. If you're in a forest and the floor is brown, rather the dirt, the bark is brown, a brown mouse will be okay. Let's say this ad right here is a brown mouse. He's going to be okay. He'll be good. But let's say this ad here is a white mouse. He's not fit for survival. So this is not a good ad. This ad will get exposed by the market and by the algorithm. It will die. Survival of the fittest. All of these ads are different species and organisms in the algorithm, in the forest, or if you want to think of it as the ocean, you can think of it as whatever you want to think of. So in terms of what's fit for survival and what's not fit for survival, for example, let's say you put, I don't know, a polar bear in the forest. Sure, it's an apex predator, but it might not be fit for survival, right? Just the same way if you put an armadillo in the ocean. Fit for survival? No. The things that determine whether it is or isn't fit for survival is nature. And in our case, what determines if it's fit for survival, an ad is fit for survival or not fit for survival, is the algorithm. Facebook, Instagram, your market. If your market don't like your ad, guess what? It'll die. It'll get no results. In order to be successful and thrive in the algorithm, in nature, if you will, you have to meet the requirements for success. And guess what? Facebook set the requirements for success. Instagram set the requirements for success. TikTok, you get the idea. So here's what you want to do. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You want to make as many organisms as possible and give yourself as many opportunities to succeed as possible. You do this through volume, through variation. Think of a turtle. A turtle goes onto the beach and lays hundreds and hundreds of eggs in the hope that 3 or 4 of them will get through the sand and not get eaten by a fucking seagull or a bird and survive and flourish and live a long life and then reproduce and so on and so forth. They don't lay one egg, one wimpy egg, and then hope for the best. They lay hundreds. You've probably heard the quote, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is a prime example. You don't want to run 1 or 2 ads and hope for the best. You want to run as many as possible within your budget. So you run as many as possible within your budget and then hope that 1, 2, or 3 of them work. Then you duplicate and replicate. Does this make sense? The remainder of this video is going to be focused on Facebook and Instagram, the meta platforms, but as I mentioned earlier, this is applicable anywhere. Google, YouTube, Pinterest, you get the whole deal. Okay, so we're going to close this. Oh shit, we're going to clear this. And this is what we're going to do. You may or may not know this. If you've ever run an ad, you probably do. If you haven't, not to worry. You have 3 different advertising levels. So at the top is campaign. That's at the very top, okay? Below that, you got an ad set. Below that, you have an ad itself. So think of the ad set as like a turtle shell to the ad, and think of the campaign as a turtle shell to the ad set. So the campaign oversees everything. Inside the campaign, you have ad sets, and in each ad set, you have ads, preferably multiple ads. So you probably will have only 1 campaign, to be honest, depending on your target market. Ad sets, you're going to have a few of them. You're going to have 2 to 10, let's say. Minimum 2, probably a maximum of 10, depending on how big your budget is and how many ads you want to run. And your ads, probably going to have 3 to 4 ads per ad set. Now this might be a bit confusing right now. Hang tight, I'm going to explain what all this means. So the one and only thing you're restricted by or constrained by when it comes to testing as many ads as possible is your budget. For example, if you only have $500 to spend, you can't run 100 ads at once. If you have $3,000 to spend, you could probably run 50 ads at once, minimum 20 ads at once, and get a decent amount of information off each ad. This is a bit of a heads up right now. Unless you have a minimum of $500 to spend on advertising, I would recommend don't advertise at all. You want to spend minimum $500. If you can spend $750, all right, that's a bit better. If you can spend $1,000, awesome. The perfect range is above $2,000. That's just what we've seen with our clients, and on my personal opinion, promoting my business, that's what I've seen. So, if you can't spend more than $500, don't worry about it. Keep doing jobs until you can afford it. But if you're spending less than $500 in 1 month, don't worry about it. It's all good. The reason for this is because anything less than $500 it's almost like it's not worth your time. With the amount of ads you test, you won't have enough money put into each ad in a 30-day time frame to see results, whether good or bad. More than likely, you're going to have all bad results, and then there'll be no winners, and you don't know which one to pump more money in because they're all crap. I'm hoping that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about, get rid of this. Let's talk about what variations you'll have at each stage of your advertising. Campaign, ad set, ad. So the main variation you'll be testing on the campaign level is probably one of 2 things, okay? It's probably the gender of your market and the age of your market. So let's say you are a plumber right now, okay? And you look at all your clients over the last decade of your work, or 5 years, or 16 months, or however long you've been in business for, right? Let's look at all your clients on a piece of paper. Are any of your clients below the age of 30? No? Okay, well, in this section, you'll probably include 30 plus. Makes sense. And are any of your clients females? Let's say none of them are. Okay, cool. Then you're probably going to want this. Over 30 years old and male. That will be who you market to. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly who to market to because I don't know your exact business and I don't know your area and I don't know your clients right now. What I do know is that you can figure that out. And if you can't figure it out yourself with your own clients, just do a bit of research online. You'll figure out your target market, your demographic, and you can go from there. So let's just say 30 years old to, you've never had a client over 50 years old. Okay, cool. 30 to 50-year-old men, because you have no female clients. That will be your variable on the campaign level. We're not targeting any interests, just 30 to 50-year-old men. That's it. So a good example of a few different variables would be a gym owner, okay? No gym owner is going to test male and female audiences in the same campaign, and this is why. You speak to a man going to the gym differently than you speak to a woman going to the gym. A man is there to build muscle, look big and strong. A woman is there to lose fat. A man's there to increase his testosterone. A woman is there to balance her hormones. Men want to probably work out alone. Women want to work out with a partner. You get what I mean. Now, in your business, if you're in a home improvement business, you probably don't need to test male and female. You probably know your target market. So let's move on. A lot of people target interests and demographics. It's not a good idea because here's the deal. When you advertise local business, you're not selling a product online. It's a local business. It's a local service. You probably have a team that you have to take out there to complete this job. If you're building a home or renovating a balcony or painting a house, whatever. You're already constrained to the circle that is around your area. Let's say it's a 5-kilometer radius, 10-kilometer radius, 50-kilometer radius. You're constrained to there. You don't need to constrain your target market even more by trying to target interests. Let your copy, which is the words in your ad, and let the ad itself, the image, the creative, the video, let that find your target market, not targeted interests. Listen to that, because I've tried it, it didn't work. All right, now we're going to talk about the ad set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, hello. The ad set. Okay, so in the ad set, so this represents the ad set. The C represents the campaign, which we just spoke about. 2 variables potentially there. Your gender or age. That's it. No interest targeting, no demographic targeting, just age or gender. So this represents the C. For the ad sets, we want a branch and node model. Bit dodgy, but there you go. So this is, let's just say ad set 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are all different ad sets right here, okay? All different. The way we separate these is very simple. The copy, aka, in layman's terms, the words. So when you see an ad or you read an ad and it has a text next to it, has any sort of text, that's the copy. That text isn't just written up once and then chucked in the ad. It's deliberate. It has keywords. It makes you feel a certain way. Well, the good ones do, at least. It makes you want to click the ad. If these are all rubbish, your ad will be unsuccessful. So I'm going to assume, this is for a different video, but I'm going to assume you know how to write copy for an ad. On ad set 1, you're going to test one sort of copy. Ad set 2, test another one. Ad set 3, test another one. ad set 4, test another one, and ad set 5, yet again another one. So 5 different variations of copy of text. This is your variation in the ad set section, is the words. You could have the exact same image, but you need different words on each one to see which type of text, which sort of words are making people buy the most. Does that make sense? Good. What you don't want to do here, is turn on that CBO, which stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. Do not do that, because what that will do is if one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, start doing a little bit better in the first 2 hours of you launching this, it will put all your money into that one. So let's say ad 1 is a bit crap, 2 crap, 3 crap, 4 crap, but ad 5 gets 10 clicks in 10 minutes, something like that. All of your money, your hard-earned money that you want to spend on all these ads is going to get dumped into this. Now that's good in some ways, but it's also not great because all of these ads get no chance. Does that make sense? What you want to do instead is turn on a daily limit for all of these. You don't want to turn it on from here. You want to turn it on from here, which is again the ad set. So that's called ABO, Ad Set Budget Optimization, not CBO. Yeah, so long story short, when it comes to campaign budget optimization, it's just not enough information, really. It's similar to spending not enough money on ads. If you're only spending, let's say, $200 on these ads, and there's 5 different ad sets, and remember, each of these ad sets are going to have multiple variants of ads. It's just not enough money per ad. You might be spending 50 cents a day on ads, on one ad. Each ad gets 50 cents. That's not enough to see if it works or doesn't work. It's only 50 cents. Remember, Facebook are a business. The more you pay them, the more they'll give you in return. Campaign budget optimization is really just not enough of a testing period. So always go with ad set budget optimization. All right, so let's clear all this now. So I want you to remember, on the campaign level, the variable we're testing is the audience. And remember, that is either the age or gender. Depends on your target market. On the ad set level, this is what we're testing. We're testing the copy, otherwise known as the words, the text, the thing that you will read above or below the ad, whether on Facebook or Instagram. The copy, that's what you're testing. 5 variations of copy. Good starting point. And finally, the variable we will be testing for on the ad is, you probably guessed it, the creative. Now, what the hell is a creative, you might ask? What that means is fancy word for the image, the text. The thing that your customer, your potential customer, will see in the image or video box, that's the ad. That's the creative. That's the thing you'll be testing. So what you probably want to do with this, and remember, from the campaign level down, we're testing on a branch and node system. Don't forget this. Let me make this a bit bigger actually, so I can show you this. Boom, there we go. So this is your campaign. Just a reminder, this is your campaign up here. All of these, ad set. Ad set. There, 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 there. Remember, on the ad set level, you're testing the copy, okay? Different words. On the ad level, you test the creative. So guess what? Let's say we have 4 ads here. 4 ads here. You get the idea. 4 ads, 4 ads, 4 ads, 4 ads, 4 ads. Each of these ads is a little bit different. Every single ad here is a little bit different. Even though they're similar, they're all a little bit different. So let's say, remember, this is ad set 1, ad set 2, ad set 3, oh gosh, ad set 4, and ad set 5. These are all different texts variations. That's what you're testing on the ad set level. On the ad level, it's different creatives. So let's say we've got creative A, B, C, and D. And you've got the same here, A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. So this ad is 1A, then you got 1B, then you got 1C, and 1D. Now they all have the same text, the same copy, but they have different variations of ad, different creatives. Now this can be an image, a video, a different type of it. It's going to be an image or a video, okay? It just depends on which one. Let's say you are a plumber, okay? You could have an image of a sink. You could have an image of a toilet. You could have an image of a shower. You could have an image of a kitchen sink. But each ad is a little bit different. It's going to apply to a different person. If you were a landscaper, you would have an ad of, you would test the creative of a deck. You'd test a handrail, stairs maybe, a retaining wall. Those are 4 different things you could test. You want to be testing on each ad. And remember, it's only 4 images. But from 4 images, you can test 1, 2, 3, 4. You can test 20 ads. 20 ads of 4 images. Some of them have this text. 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 Some of them have that text. So from these ads, let's zoom out a little bit here. Oh gosh. From these ads, let's say that this totally bombs and it's crap. Let's say this one sucks as well. Let's say this one sucks as well. Now you got these ads, and these ads that are doing a bit better. And how can you tell if they're doing a bit better? By the numbers, the analytics. Let's say your call to action, your next step in your sales funnel is a lead. You want someone to fill out a lead form on Facebook. That's totally fine. If this ad, and this ad set and these ads costed $30 per lead form filled out, and this one costed $40, and that one also costed $40 per lead. This one costed $10, and this one costed $8. Well, these are your winners. This one here, and this one here. So what do? You stop running these ads, and guess what? You put your attention on these ads. These ads. As simple as this, guys. You put your attention and focus and resources to where it's working. You cut the crap. You slice whatever's not working, you get rid of it. So of course you can track cost per lead in this case, but you could track cost per click, cost per 1,000 views, click-through rate, whatever. You can test anything, okay? And if you don't know those terms, learn about Facebook Business Manager. I'll make another video about it one day. And you can always test back to certain variables. I know that this type of image A, which if I'm a plumber could be a sink, with this type of text, which is different to text 1, 3, 4, and 5, I know that's a winner. So I'm going to put a lot of money into that ad. You could even, down the road, combine these two. You could have the image from 2A. We know that A is working because it also worked here, hypothetically. And you can combine the copy, okay? Since we know the image works, the copy, maybe the copy's the dodgy bit out, could be better. You combine both of them. Does this make sense, guys? I'm hoping this makes sense. It's variables and natural selection. That's it. You always want to be able to track back to the specific variations, because if your ad works, the question is, why does it work? If your ad doesn't work, the question is, why doesn't it work? If you can't answer these questions, you need to change. You need to be able to track back exactly what works, track back to exactly what works and what doesn't work. This way you can always be on top of your business, because if you're not, on top of your advertising, because if you're not, you're just throwing money at the wall and hoping something sticks. Sure, something might stick, but you don't know why. and you don't know what to do if it doesn't stick. That's the real important part. Right, so we're going to clear all this. Oh shit. So we'll clear all this. This is what I want you to take away from this. That is a turtle, okay? And that is you. That is your business. All of these turtle eggs are your advertising efforts. Don't just lay one. Do not lay one. Lay 20, lay 30, lay 40, lay 50. Again, it depends on how much budget you have, but lay as many as you can with the budget you have. It's imperative. Because only a few of them are going to succeed. You're not going to run 20 ads and have 20 brilliant winning ads. It's just not the case. 18 of them might fail, but you only need 2 of them to succeed to make a lot of money. If you have 20 ads running, you are 20 times more likely to succeed than the person running one ad. Let's say a turtle laid 1 egg. If that 1 egg doesn't survive, it's over. If they lay 20 eggs, 1 of them may survive. And that's all it needs to succeed once. Remember this, that the 3 things you need are good copy, okay, which we're testing variables of. You need good creatives, which we're testing variables of, okay. And it needs to be in front of the right audience, which we are also testing variables of. These 3 things together, successful ads. Does that make sense? So I know that's a lot of information in this video, but it's just a new way to look at advertising, okay? So if you want to do all of this by yourself, brilliant. Go for it. I implore you to go for it because it's amazing. You'll learn a whole lot about advertising. You'll learn more about your target market. You'll learn more about copy, about creative, about variations, about natural selection in the advertising space. And you'll succeed eventually over time. But if on the other hand, you want someone else to do this for you because you think that's a lot of work. I have to deal with staff right now. I have to deal with my clients. I have to deal with all the relationships I have. I have to deal with my family. I have to deal with materials. I have to deal with this and that. It makes sense. That's why we exist. Again, HG Media is my agency, and I work with people similar to yourself that work in home improvement businesses. And this is what we do. This is how we provide results for our clients. So really, I just gave you the source for free. You can go implement it yourself, or you can let someone like us do it for you. So below this video, at the very top of the description, there is a link that will take you straight to our website. You can book a call with us there, and this isn't just a call to talk about this, advertising. It's to make sure you get more clients. You shouldn't do this for the hell of it. You shouldn't just be running ads and, hey, fun, spending money, spending... No. If your ads aren't actually making you money, you shouldn't be running ads, or you're doing something very wrong in your ads. They should be making you massive amounts of money if you do it right. That's what we do. Again, we've helped well over a dozen clients. We've helped make them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. We're just going to keep improving, keep growing, and keep making our clients money. Look, you're not obliged to book a call with us, but if you do want to book a call with us, that is brilliant. Again, that's just in the top link in the description. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. We're only here for people that want to be helped. If we can help you, that's awesome. That's it from me. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment. You can share this video with anyone that you think needs it. Until then, I will see you in the future, and have a good day.